you doing?
Very good, very good. How are you?
Yeah, fine. So, what's your feeling about the first impression about this first edition of the French Download Festival?
I gotta be honest. It's sick. It's amazing. It's the best backstage we've seen. Maybe we've seen like here.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
very comfortable.
Yeah, they have a barber shop. I don't know if it's any metalcore bands here or anything, but like I have a long hair and I'm not gonna use the barber shop. They have a little bit of everything here. And we were actually the first band on site here yesterday because we came from Zurich.
Yeah.
So we are officially the first band to arrive to Download Festival in Paris.
Okay.
So that makes it even more special for me.
Yeah, okay. So you see there is a massage place down there. You use it? No?
I wish I had time. We have to go to the island in the north of you right after this show to the second Download Festival.
Okay.
Big Brother.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I think it started in UK.
I think it starts today.
Today too? Oh, yeah, it's the
But
same.
we play there tomorrow. So.
Yeah, like Iron Maiden. After today they're going back to England to play Download UK. So you released your last album, Fizzle and Flesh, recently.
Yeah.
Is it a desire to change the atmosphere and the color of each new album? Because I think
The color, like
the color, the music color, you change the atmosphere of a...
Yeah. In the bottom, in the basic, what is important for us in Avatar is that it should always be rooted in classic metal, in heavy metal. Like, but then again, it's very important for us to always renew ourselves and don't just repeat what we already have done. Like when we did Black Walls in 2013, which was one of the, actually I'm wrong, 2012, which was one of the albums that got that broke us through, especially in the French market, I believe. It would have been very easy for us to just, repeat and do Black Walls 2 and then Black Walls 3 and stuff like that, but we always want to renew ourselves, but we want it to be metal, classic metal, and root everything in the classic metal. So for us it's a big difference, but I can clearly see the red line between the albums. But with being a concept album and all this, Feathers and Flesh is obviously very different from what we have done before. So.
Yeah. Okay. So who's writing the music in the band? All together, or it's?
Yeah, it's a big mix up. This album we wrote. We usually do the same way around. Like every time it starts with the guitar players just freaking around with the guitars and coming up with like 200 riffs, and then we listen through all these riffs and pick out what is a good metal riff, and we start to puzzle them together. But that thing we do all together. We used to go to some like remote cabins in northern Sweden, and live in the middle of the woods for a week and just, drink wine and write music, everybody together in the band. So it's very much a team effort. It's not like one person write one song. It's one person wrote the riff and another person wrote the chorus, and then we all together
it's collective work.
Put it together so it becomes a song. And it's very much a team effort.
Okay. So how was the collaboration with Sylvia Massey? How did it work?
Very good. She's a very creative person and it clicked right away. With the last two albums we did with a Swedish producer, and we felt, again, as I told before, that we needed to renew ourselves and find new ways, new challenges. So, a part of that is to work with new people, and we can't really work with new singer or guitar players, so we choose to switch out the producer. And in the search of new producer, all these names popped up from our management, like, this guy have done these radio things and he's this big and blah blah blah. We were just like, that's just boring. And then as soon as the name Sylvia Massey popped up and we checked her out, it was like, whoa, this is pretty interesting. And as soon as we met her the first time in the States, it just clicked, because she's one of these creative geniuses. Like, she's super weird, but in a good way. Like, she records through potatoes and stuff. It's one of those. There's basically three different kinds of producers. There's the musician producer that is rooted in the songwriting and music production, and then there's the technical producer, which is knows everything about every disc and every knob to turn and all that. And then there's the just weird artsy producer, and Sylvia is like the perfect combination of all three. She knows everything about every piece of equipment, as well as she knows everything about songwriting and hearing that stuff is in tune and all that. And at the same time, while we're recording the takes in the studio room, she's sitting out there making drawings. So it's just like
it's easy to work with her.
Easy. I would probably say very difficult too, because she's very challenging. She really pushed us to the limits of what we can do. So
very inspiring. Okay, so you know that today is the first day of the Euro of football.
I heard something about it.
You like football? Not really?
No.
No? Not really?
No.
You don't support Sweden?
Yeah, of course. If Sweden makes it to the final, I would probably watch the final. But until then,
here in Paris,
music saved me from sports. So
in Paris, Zlatan is very famous here in France. He's a legend.
Yeah, he's a legend in Sweden too.
I guess that.
I like Zlatan because I've seen a lot of very fun interviews with him, and he's a very charismatic person. I would like to meet Zlatan and hang out with him for a weekend or something.
You never know if it's serious or if it's a second degree. When it's joking, you don't know.
No.
Joking is not joking.
Especially when you see Swedish interviews with him when he talks Swedish, like he rips the journalists off the, and they don't even know they just got,
He's a good guy. We're gonna miss him in France because we don't know where he's going after. Maybe in England, or I don't know, maybe Manchester.
Now it sounds like I am interested in football. I'm a little bit interested in Zlatan, but I read something about the States. Just
maybe
this morning, but I don't know. We tour a lot in the States, and what they call football there is, I don't know. It would be good. They would need some Zlatan in their lives over in there because kick some proper football, not the thing they call football, whatever that is.
Okay, so when you were a teenager, what bands did inspire you? Or what bands did you listen when you were younger?
I started off with Michael Jackson and Roxette and Ace of Base and all that shit. That was going on in the 90s, but
it's not really metal, huh?
Not so much metal. For the sake like Michael Jackson, there's a lot in Michael Jackson that if you just would put a distorted guitar and some double kick drums on it, it would have been pretty brutal metal. Like Michael Jackson is one of those artists that, for me, you could translate his songs to any genre and it would work. But what really brought me to metal and drumming was when I was a teenager, a little later, and I was Metallica. And Iron Maiden, of course. And then all these Gothenburg bands that were just around the corner from, you walked the street and you saw someone from In Flames. So obviously, also the Gothenburg bands had a lot of impact on us as musicians.
Okay. So can you say one word in French for the fans, or? You speak French usually or not?
Je m'appelle Jean.
Yes.
Sure.
Can you say le métal, c'est sur pavillon?
Say again?
Le métal, c'est sur pavillon.
C'est sur pavillon.
Pavillon. Le métal is on pavillon. The name of the website.
All right.
Say that in the camera.
Say it again.
Le métal.
Le métal,
c'est sur pavillon.
C'est sur pavillon. Le métal, c'est sur pavillon. Le métal, c'est sur pavillon.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.